Look out there, MP.
He is about to tear the roof off.
What is the best city?
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark. All-Stars with some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Towns. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Evan Mobley. And West also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. On the court for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell in at point guard.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
The East making a switch. Cunningham's checked in. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Jimmy Butler comes in for Anthony Davis. Leonard, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. And our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Lillard, the pass to Tatum. And there's the try. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Brown outside. .26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inside, here's Lillard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Lillard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Mitchell looking it over. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East. Substitution here for the East. Evan Mobley's checked in for Joel Embiid. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. Lillard's checked in for Cunningham. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Young. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
They've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Mobley in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. And it's the East with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Brunson. Thompson with the rebound.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The West All-Stars have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Trae Young subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Young sets a screen for Lillard. Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. The West trails by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mitchell. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Now Lillard. He's got 13. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. East All-Stars ahead. They're up by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
And it's time to stretch. Some changes here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Porzingis is coming in for Mobley. And it's Brown in for Jason Tatum. The East trail by 8 on the court for the West All-Stars. They've got Jimmy Butler. Ja Morant, he's out there with Mitchell. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Lillard with the bucket.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the East All-Stars. And here's Young from the arc. Sabonis grabs the board.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Lillard kicks to Embiid. Morant against Lillard. No good with the layup.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Drills the three-pointer.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see. Ball movement.
To the middle. Here's Young. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Jalen Brunson out there with Cunningham. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Tatum, and it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Mitchell outside. Launches it. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The East trail by 8, and a wide open look for Cunningham. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Mobley outside. Knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And the dunk by... Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Brunson against Sabonis. It's stolen by Davis. Mitchell passes to LeBron. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by James. And now it's a 12-point West All-Star lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Embiid finds Tatum. Mobley a screen on Sabonis. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's clearly... So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned it all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
They weren't even trying to win, so you better not lose.
There he is.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fred VanVleet.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the point. And for the Rockets, we've got Fred VanVleet. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. Then there's Dylan Brooks, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Pass to Sengun. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
A terrific response. VanVleet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against Oklahoma City. And Thompson kicks to VanVleet. Pass to Harris. From downtown, VanVleet can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Brooks kicks to VanVleet. 14 feet away. Rebound, Minnesota. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Driving to the basket. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Randle kicks to Mitchell. No good on the three. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Thompson. Steps back and trains the jump shot.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. VanVleet can't get it to go.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Brooks against McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Mitchell.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
McDaniels finds Mitchell. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing here by 8. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of the team.
Here's Mitchell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Puts it up from 12. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Şengün with the screen on Edwards. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A good substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Jock Landale. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Aaron Holiday. We've got Alperen Şengün. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
He keeps texting you.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment is a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Harris is checked in for the Rockets. Minnesota also with the sub. McDaniels checked in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Van Vliet outside. It's good from long range. Van Vliet's got 12 in the game.
A guy who shows up for his team night after night. Van Vliet, this man gets it done.
Timberwolves passing it around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That one, no good. Rockets trail by 11. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. And how about we check the numbers for Tari Eason?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Count that one from Van Vliet.
You could see it before the ball even got to him. Van Vliet was locked and loaded, ready for that thing to fly.
You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
Mitchell kicks to McDaniels. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. McDaniels got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Van Vliet.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him, but if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Pass to Edwards. And here is Mitchell. There's the triple. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. This game,
in terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. And moving on to some mid-season analysis, let's check out the latest power rankings.
You know, right now for Minnesota, they're the top dog at the...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, it's been a clinic so far for Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Mitchell in at the one spot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Great. What a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with
Oh,
the quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Shots good by Mitchell.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün, the bounce pass. Randall against Thompson. Randall with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Out to Edwards. Back to Mitchell. The three. They get it back. Gobert can't hit.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mitchell. Count it. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Van Vliet on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Will it go? Buries the jump shot. Van Vliet's got 24 points.
And the shooting has really...
What? Huh? I gave you one of these. It was square. Where is it?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a wireless charger.
I have no idea.
Okay. Where's your phone?
It's here.
We've been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself.
Where's your phone? Hand it to me.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 13-point game.
Yeah, but
it's off to Utah.
It's not wireless. It is. This is wireless.
That will be a getaway game.
I want it to be so that, like, when I go out, I can use it without having to, like, plug it into, like, an outlet.
In at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston.
So a power bank, basically. I don't know. Maybe. I guess that's what it's called.
So this isn't what you need.
Not really.
Not really, or no?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Really no idea
Your
why
words
you're
and what
fouling
you
in a
mean are two
situation like
different things,
that.
bro.
You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
I don't know if I have a power bank. What is this, lightning? Just regular lightning?
I guess, yeah.
In for Aaron Holiday. And a change for the Timberwolves. Daniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. For 3, Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason's got his 5th rebound in this one. Smith with a screen on Gobert. Shot by Eason, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's Shepard. The Rockets with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 15. Out to Edwards. Back to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Shepard. He gets it in there. Shepard's got his first basket.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
A new lineup here for Houston. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Fades back. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Mitchell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far, and again for 3.
Well, we expected him to come in firing. It's just another 3-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list of most triples in a season. Pass to Harris. Thompson left side. Houston needs to get a shot at Van Vliet. Rebound Minnesota. Mitchell way outside. Knocked away. Rockets trail by 16. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Minnesota.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Harris. Van Vliet's got 26 points.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 17. McDaniels against Van Vliet. Thompson in the post. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one...
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Yeah.